All
right, Navi, you need to turn that down, please, sweetheart. Thank you.
Hey, Crystal.
What?
I would suggest moving because we're live.
Wow, chicka, wow, wow, chicka, wow, wow.
No!
Y'all keep that in the bedroom at home, huh?
Never.
They're into the voyeurism.
All right.
Yeah.
The book of the face up.
All right. And yep. The blue side is alive and the red side is alive. I don't know.
Okay.
Yeah. Ouch. And I lost my phone. No, I didn't.
Okay.
So now no making the new kid stutter tomorrow, Paul. Did you ever find the contents of the box?
I don't know where it is.
It didn't get up and walk away, did it?
It could have. I think it did.
One of the dogs eat it, maybe?
It could have, because it was in the. It was behind a closed door. They don't go in there.
Well, they don't just get up and...
There's only 4 people no longer live there. So it easily could have walked 2 hands and walked away. I don't want it back.
I got nothing.
But you paid good money for that.
They can keep that. I will openly give that back.
Do you really think they took it?
Probably.
Well, technically, it's it's 6 people. I personally don't think. Go potty.
Go potty. Vamos.
You know where you're going.
Just don't
Personally, don't think one did it.
Okay.
Other ones, I don't care to know, and I don't want to know, and it's just gone.
I mean, nothing was written on the wall with it.
As far as you know.
It's a big finger painter.
Only you, dear. You're special.
No, you know what I'm talking about, and I'm not going to say it on the air.
I'm not.
You're
Are you
special.
recording, dear?
I haven't even started yet until you tell me to press play.
We'll just hit play.
Oh, God.
Don't you fucking around.
That's a great way to start.
Idiot.
Peter, keep your glass clean.
Be advised. Graphic language
Yes,
about
Peter?
Mitsu. You
I
have
don't
been
know,
warned.
Brooklyn.
You don't have that covered?
Make sure she's not pushing buttons.
She'll learn very quickly if she does.
You don't have your.
Do you have lens wipes?
You don't have that gray thing?
Yo.
You don't have that gray thing?
Yeah. I
Yeah.
do. It's in my tooth.
She pressed the lens wipe. I just threw a whole shitload of them at you earlier today.
So fill your glass, plant your ass, because this here is whiskey, wine, and true crime.
Hi, Lori.
Crystal, Kelly, Drink Bitch Janelle, Tech Bitch Paul, and reading you today's headlines with
Probably what he's doing.
Look, Mom, I'm finger painting
That was.
with the biodegradable dildo.
No!
I gotta get it wet. Ah.
No!
You're killing me, dear.
That was not the way. That is not the way.
This is the way. I wonder if it tastes like wood.
Oh my God.
You're
Chocolate
making a
wood.
killing there, dear.
Chocolate wood.
It was green, so it'd be mint. Mint wood.
Oh, yuck.
I got
Yeah, so anyway.
Sun on the beach.
Yeah. Hello, everybody. Happy
Yeah.
Friday. A long fucking week.
yeah,
Today was like,
dragging.
It's been a long 12 weeks, okay?
He went in for the long haul today.
I'll switch any day of the week.
Well, you're the one that decided to get pregnant.
No, it was his fault technically.
He had nothing to do with it. If she wouldn't have opened her legs, there wouldn't have been this issue.
Hold
There's
on.
more than one hole. There's more than one hole.
Said no one ever.
If she'd swallow more,
Well, what if she gargled?
at least then it wouldn't be in another hole.
I mean, she could dodge.
Not recommended.
No. No, I can't.
Limited space there to maneuver.
Okay, not even besides the limited space,
Well,
right?
it's spit, swallow, gargle, or dodge. Those are the 4 options.
Okay, it's hard to dodge with a power shot, right? Well, you might want to see what the fuck she's laughing at. That is making me
She's
worried.
having way too much fun in the
She's
bathroom.
pushing the buttons.
Mm-hmm.
That's what scares me.
No, she's not pushing buttons.
Okay.
Okay, good. 11,092.
Hi.
We're doing good, folks. We're doing good. Let's get the numbers up there some more. But now we know these are real numbers and not,
Not bogey.
fake bot accounts.
I'm surprised they got rid of the bots.
I'm kind of glad they did. Because now we know how bad we really suck.
Yep, Kitty's going to investigate.
Okay.
She's probably going into the bedroom to hide.
Wash your hands.
I can't blame the cat.
Hello, blankets are falling on my head.
So,
Yeah.
you're how long pregnant now?
12 weeks, 6 days.
So you're off by 6 days.
I'll be in my first trimester tomorrow, or second trimester tomorrow.
Do you want a cookie?
Fucking no.
We have cookies.
We do with frosting and sprinkles.
I'm full right now. It doesn't.
I concur. I feel pregnant.
Wait
with
till the
you.
kid moves. Then you'll have all kinds of room for food. We'll even send a couple home with you for the 3 o'clock in the morning cravings.
I ordered snack food
Oh,
for
you
myself
yell at me? Don't yell at me.
because of that. I do that because I crave like fruit.
Nothing wrong with that.
Okay, well, fruit's better than.
So the problem is I don't eat I tried to eat pineapple the other day. No, absolutely not.
No.
Orange, strawberries, and apples are fine.
Navi, you need to turn that down a little bit, sweetheart,
Can you
please.
turn it down, baby? Just turn it down.
Turn it down.
That's all we're asking.
It's a little loud.
You
Boo.
need to
Thank
get
you.
that kid headphones. I'm telling you.
Yeah, and then she
Oh, you didn't have to
I said
turn
turn
it
it
ruined
down.
her hearing.
I do that anyway.
There you go.
It's almost there anyway.
Here, I'll turn it up a little bit. There you go.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
There you go.
So any really bizarre cravings?
The amount of cheese I have to eat.
Good thing you're not lactose intolerant. Or have
Derek
a cow's
was.
milk allergy like me.
Cheese.
I have to eat 3 pieces of string cheese a day so I don't get nauseous. 3
Dairy,
pieces.
dairy is soothing. You need to coat your throat and your stomach and
And I'm fine.
Well, if she would have coated her throat, she wouldn't have gotten pregnant.
noted. Hi, Mandy.
Hi.
Hi, Mandy. Just saying. Right, Paul? She would have coated her throat. She wouldn't have gotten pregnant.
That's true.
So I got until August to go baby shopping, eh?
August 16th is the due date.
I am so sorry.
Was August 24th. Paul's birthday. For all of a week.
Happy birthday to you.
We don't need another one of him.
So do you
And
think
little
it's,
peanut needs to quit being.
you think it's got a little pee-pee, or do you think the pee-pee's gonna fall off?
Or break it off on the way out.
Oh, I think it's a boy. It's stubborn. It's acting just like Derek did.
Sitting
'Cause he
high or
was-
sitting low.
Sitting low.
Boy,
And he likes the hot. Derek did this too.
Thomas
had to-
did the same thing. He was a low sitter. Amber, on the other hand, was always that high.
I'm low. And this child, Derek did the same. Crossed his legs. And bounced. But his both hands were up here. Because that's where it was stuck.
Oh, he did the Bullwinkle.
That's why he has 2 bald spots on the side of his head. He's never drove hair there.
Don't go there, dear.
When he's home next, you'll see it. You can ask him to see it.
No, guys don't do that.
Let me see your bald spots. That sounds really weird.
Yeah, exactly.
But
It'd be like me going up to a random stranger and saying, "Let me see your vagina."
that is not the same. But anyway.
But see, now if I was a person of small stature and I walked up to you and said, "Your hair smells nice,"
Is it a compliment?
is it a compliment or is it considered
Sexual
harassment?
Sexual harassment, sorry.
Just saying.
I don't know. All I can say is I have no fucking idea.
Well, you don't know if your hair smells nice.
Right now, my pH level is all off.
Your pregnancy hormone is going. Meow.
There are days you don't. Days it's a fucking off the wall, and you're like, "What the fuck is that?"
Oh, it's me.
Yep,
Body spray.
exactly.
The stronger, the better.
There's being pregnant has
Where
so
I
many
come
different
from, we call that something different, but yes.
If he got his mind out of the gutter, it would.
No, it's not got nothing to do with being in the gutter.
What do you call it then?
Nigger bath.
Oh my god. We were talking about
You
this.
asked.
The worst part
Yeah,
is
you did.
we don't call it that, but anyway, that's not the point. We were talking about this, and I'm like, do you remember the girl that me and my mom, we worked together. She was my
Stinky.
my mom wasn't, but there's a girl.
No, I'm
in there.
not saying
Yes.
your mom was stinky.
There was a girl in there that
Stinky. Wait, stinky or stanky? Because there's a difference.
stanky, like
Okay.
God, dog. Anyway, you work in an aluminum factory, right?
Oh, yeah.
So you smell that aluminum day in, day out, and it sucks because it sticks in there. You blow and it never leaves.
My ex-wife used to work down here at Reynolds Wheels.
Whatever.
And oh my God, you want to talk about her smelling like aluminum.
Aluminum.
And I mean, just getting the car to pick her up from work, and it's just like, so
No, it
yeah.
Windows down, ventilate.
So yeah, I'm actually running the shit show tonight.
And I am
But-
icing my sore part of my back.
So in the aluminum factory, you smell this girl. She comes within 10 feet of you. You smell it and you know that smell. And she was cheating on her husband with this guy at work. In the car every day at work. You're getting what I'm hunting.
No, not at all.
That girl, you know when she was coming around because there's been times she attempted to cover it, and it smelled like really bad Axe body spray. Like you were in high school when you drenched the fuck out yourself. Like it's gonna cover up. No. And I'm like, Mom, do you remember her name? And she goes, I don't want to remember shit.
It happens. Yeah, there are some people that have very strong olfactory to them. What?
Olfactory.
Olfactory. That's normal people for smell. Did you not know that? Did I teach you a new big word?
Yeah.
What about masticate?
That one I heard. That's why when you said olfactory, my brain went, what? I mean, pace is oh, I don't care. I'm not even on contact with them. Pace, yes. Olfactory. And it smells like pure fucking aluminum. That's what they did. They built the aluminum parts for John Deere motors. I did. No, it was Kohler Motors. Kohler Motors is what I did.
Briggs and Stratton.
Briggs and Stratton was one of them. And Harley Davidson was one. I was on the sandblaster. If I can fucking smell you on a sandblaster, you're fucking gross, man. I can't.
Don't understand that, oddly enough.
Ugh. It's not okay. And factories have their certain smell to these things.
Mine does too, and we don't. Yeah, every factory's got its.
They all have a certain smell, yeah. But it's like
stale air, ass, and body odor.
Is that what you're saying yours smells like?
Depends on where you're at in the building.
No, I don't.
Ass.
No, I haven't been that gassy lately. I've been leaving it off.
Sadly, he has.
The look said everything to me.
Oh, like you should talk, dear.
I know I'm guilty. I've been consuming more dairy and yeah.
So, I mean, I am feeling better, though.
That number that you texted earlier has called me 8 times now.
Don't block it.
I don't know who it is.
Call him back.
I don't answer numbers I don't know. You don't leave me a number? You don't tell me who you are?
Rock County Morgue. I've done
Gimme.
that.
They called me 8 times, but my phone automatically rejects it because I have never called the number.
Oh.
Literally.
Thanks for calling. You're on the air. How can we help you?
It's a number from over by
Ohio.
Canton, Ohio.
I don't know anybody in Ohio.
Bill collector.
And they text me saying, Crystal, call me. Do I know you? Is what Paul said. I just called you. Who is this? Just called you. Who is this? I'm not answering.
State your name.
Mm-hmm.
State your name, I'll answer. If I know who you are, fuck.
Watch come back. Your name.
Fuck, I'd be like, dude, I'm done.
That'd be something I'd do.
That's you, dear.
The thing is that I know it's a smart ass friend. I don't know who the fuck wins cancer. I don't know in Ohio.
Oh, thank you for reminding me, though.
I don't know. I don't know anybody in Ohio.
I do. I got a family out there.
Well, why would they be calling Crystal's phone saying,
I
Crystal,
don't
call
know.
me?
I just sent the link to my cousin Brian. Out in Ohio. But I think he's
The
Columbus.
plot thickens.
If you've called me 8 times and it's after hours like this, you have to know something about me, but I don't know who you are.
Call him back at 2 a.m. next time you get a pregnancy craving.
No, because then I wake him up. Because he gets mad because I get out. How this happens in bed.
Well,
I
we
sleep
know what
one
happens
way.
in bed because you got baby batter in you.
I sleep one way, the child sleeps on this side, Paul sleeps behind me, and then when I have to pee, I have to drop my arm because the kid's right here, crawl up and over her, try not to wake him up, usually do because he's on my ass. Hi.
And then there's a dog or 2 or 3.
No. Only one. Thank fucking God. Because I don't want big bitch with us in the bed. Because she's
too bony.
No, she'll lay at the foot of the bed or right next to me.
and just hiya. Like she did to me today. I was like, no, bitch, you too big.
So like me and shithead won't get in bed and
Yeah.
get up to go potty.
So I can't really get out of bed the greatest.
Sorry.
And things like usually trying to be right here.
He's a cooter pooch.
Yes. Worst part is, yes.
I got
He will
nothing.
fight. He literally squishes the shit out of this one to be right here.
Well, yeah, he's got to protect the little peanut that's being ridiculously not nice to us right now.
But the thing is, he might be trying to protect, but he's ridiculously hard to get around being pregnant, and he doesn't move. He's a fucking log.
Oh, it's me. Bump on the log. Got it.
Oh, but his eyes are open. He's staring at you. He knows you're there.
Oh, that's creepy as fuck.
He just...
What?
If you don't know, have a pit bull. It's a great idea.
Bimble. Bimble.
It's a great idea to
I
have
love
a
the
pit bull.
pinball.
But I did find some Florida news.
Nice.
Since I wasn't exactly...
Okay, we'll go for it. I'm just
No.
setting up for...
Alright, so I'll jump in and do mine. This one's in Jacksonville, Florida. Son arrested for killing mother following an argument in Jacksonville apartment.
With a squirrel.
I don't know. This actually happened today.
Oh, wow.
Jacksonville Sheriff's Office arrested a 20-year-old man after killing his mother following an argument in Jacksonville apartments. JSO said Thursday, officer responded to a domestic dispute on 6100 block of Arlington Expressway. Please don't. I'm not taking you if that cat just has to fuck you up. The victim, Deluz Marcia Martinez Wash. Try that again. Deluz Marcia Martinez Wash. Yeah, I heard that right.
Hello, Ice.
48 was found unresponsive.
Oh, he's the dead person.
Yeah.
Or they the dead person, sorry.
Jacksonville Fire and Rescue Department took her to the hospital where she died. After investigation, Adele Marquez Gonzalez was charged with murder and kidnapping. And the number one comment on this article, which I'm fucking hilarious at, probably took the Xbox till he got a job. So everything else was just so bad. Sorry.
Uh-huh.
Don't know what the fight was about. literally just
The
happened.
Xbox.
Well, that's why I find it fucking hilarious. Oh, thanks for giving me kisses. Thank you.
Uh-huh.
But you know what? It is. Florida's weird. Wait a minute. What? There is an attorney for Henry Tutton. I don't know who this is. Attorney for admitted gunman says he was shocked after the client backtracked on testimony in murder for hire case. Yo, let's go. This also happened today in Jacksonville. Jacksonville seems to be popping.
Yeah, no shit.
The couple arrested in a murder for hire plot 3 years ago to kill a Jackson Beach father, were in court for a hearing after the killer said his testimony was false and it was a statement that was front and center on Friday. Henry Tenman, the man who admitted to pulling the trigger, claimed his testimony was false according to the newly obtained court documents related to the case. This revelation, Jesus Christ, could impact the case against Mario Fernandez and Shanna Garner, Bridgeton's ex-wife and her estranged husband, who are accused of orchestrating Bridgeton's murder. I know nothing about this. In court Friday, attorneys for Fernandez and Garner pushed to get Tennant's plea deal tossed. Attorneys for Fernandez and Gardner also filed a motion into court looking at additional information about court appearance by Tennant last month. During the hearing, Tennant was on record saying false testimony and he wanted a new attorney. Well, damn. In an effort to clear up the court record, Tennant's attorney appeared at the hearing for Gardner and Fernandez. Tennant's attorney, Alan Chipperfield, told the questioning attorneys he was shocked when his client uttered those two words, and he didn't even register the request for a new attorney since the two had just talked things and were just fine. Although the one attorney tried to get information that Tennant may have been referencing in his statement, the judge, London Kites, quickly shut that down. While we did not know what Tennant meant when he said false testimony, his attorney gave insight to what may have led to the outburst last month. He told the state that I thought I suspected that there was maybe an inmate in the jail who was influencing Mr. Tennant, and that it could have been a co-defendant had gotten to him, Chipperfield said. That's just speculation trying to figure out why my client surprised me in court. I mean, that would make sense. Tennant was not at Friday's 9 a.m. hearing, and he's not expected to be in court until the middle of April. Bridge again, a 33-year-old father of four, was ambushed and killed at Jacksonville Beach in 2022. Now, newly obtained documents reveal Tennant is backtracking on prior testimony. During a January 13th hearing, Tennant attempted to inform the judge his testimony was false. Transcript from the hearing details exchange. Mr. Tennant, Your Honor, may I say something? Court, talk to Mr. Chipperfield first. Tell him what you want to tell me, okay? Mr. Tennant, I just want to bring to your attention that my testimony. Court said, no. Mr. Tennant, false testimony. Court, hold on. Mr. Chipperman, we need to talk about this first. Mr. Tennant, I need another attorney. Well, shit. A legal analysis said Tennant's testimony has significant implications. Attorney Gene Nichols said The sudden change raises questions of the integrity of the case. He called admission surprising. What I'm most surprised about is Tennant comes back to court with a lawyer. Oh, Jesus. And in essence, probably blurts out, "Yeah, I need to tell you something, Judge." And it appears Mr. Chipperfield didn't know what was going on. Nichols said, "Henry Tennant has admitted to the court that he lied about something, and now what we're going to see what happens is the state attorney office will have Eddie inform the defense about Tennant lied about." Okay.
We'll get in.
Florida's got some issues.
Yeah. So, you wanted me to run the shit show today.
Uh-oh.
Actually, it was supposed to be last week, but
Last week.
The
That-
evil virus.
But the flu got you.
that nasty fucking virus that is
I
the,
just tested durability of
the
the flu shot.
Floha. Thank God it wasn't the Yahoo flu.
The pandemic.
Yeah, it wasn't the pandemic.
I just tested durability.
We had
of the flu shot.
influenza A, probably a little bit of B, the shits we had. It just,
Everything that you need to run its course.
yeah. I mean, we had everything through this house.
I wasn't there as bad thanks to the flu shot.
Yeah. I mean, I don't get sick, but maybe once in a blue moon.
It was
And
the
it
blue moon.
never puts me out for longer than like 2 days. I was out all week.
And the
I
days
heard
all
something like,
clashed together.
I was like, just let me know.
Yeah, it was bad. So anyway, I've been doing a lot of binge watching
Oh no.
over the last couple of weeks. Especially last week when Monday through Wednesday was just one big fucking blur of waking up at being dark, going to bed at being dark, waking up at being dark, going to bed at being
I don't
dark.
feel like we're in
Never
Alaska.
knowing it.
Yeah, right.
You're like, don't know if you're
So,
going in or going out. It's
I
like,
did a lot of
fuck it.
Netflix reviewing.
Uh-oh.
A lot of interesting shit on Netflix.
Netflix is
Especially under the documentary.
they've been kicking up their notches with
I
that. I'm
know.
I'm
scared.
not complaining at all.
So,
I'm not complaining. I'm just terrified. Like, what made you think that was
yeah,
a good
what
idea?
made
this
the
time?
influx of it, you know?
research purposes.
Of course.
I mean, what do we do?
All day.
So, I came across one,
Ready to influx.
and this one actually happened back in 1997, but they were literally just released like 2 years ago. And I literally just watched the documentary on this about an
Oh,
hour before you guys came
Oh,
over.
that's what you were watching now? Okay. So I got a little bit, some pieces of it. Okay.
Well, I didn't say which one, but
Yeah.
this one happened in New York in 1997. I don't know if, have you heard of the baby-faced butchers?
Not boogers, bookers.
Butcher.
Oh, well, enunciate.
Hold on a minute.
He did enunciate.
Yeah, we had a
Don't you-
He did enunciate. I heard what he said.
Been in yours?
I know the baby faced killer.
Yeah, no, this is the baby-faced butchers, plural. There's 2 of them.
No.
Okay. Now I've got the only thing I've really found on him. I can't find like the actual articles, so I have to kind of read the synopsis of the
Both places.
movie or of the documentary that I just
Documentary
seen.
thingy.
So I'm going to be bouncing.
That's what I do when I was that other guy who he literally begged and pleaded to be on death row.
Mm-hmm.
And he has his own fucking book out. I
Yeah.
don't know if I want
So
to read that book, but I kind of do. It's scary looking.
all right. So this happened. This is the baby-faced butchers. It is Daphne Abdella and Christopher Vasquez. These are the 2 that did this killing in Central Park. I'll give you the long story of it short, and then I'll go into it. But essentially, it's alleged that these two killed this guy, and Vasquez was the boy that had the pocket knife, and basically disemboweled and gutted this guy, and then they threw him in the fucking lake at Central Park. That's the whole gist of it.
Did you say this kid?
They were 15.
2 teenagers.
2 teenagers.
So, Slenderman murders all over again.
Apparently they turned
Well,
it into
Slenderman
a
stabbing. Hold on, because she didn't die.
Oh
And they
no,
threw-
dude was
they left her
dead.
in the park.
Oh, dude was dead. They
Okay.
gutted dude and disemboweled him with a pocket knife.
That's
I
just
do
painful.
not want to put that back
Because
in my
it's
luggage
pocket
or in my
knife.
pocket.
They're only so big.
Give or
Like-
take.
No, smaller than that, like a
A
like
jackknife.
the old case jackknives
Oh,
with like the little bit blade.
yeah.
That takes a lot.
Not if it's sharp,
But still,
and not if you know what you're doing.
noted.
15.
New York,
Mean shit.
Oh, and he
Central
was-
Park.
and he was a ex. It's okay, son. It's not a sin.
Yeah, it's gonna be one of those nights again.
Oh no.
And insert bad religious joke there.
What are you trying to do?
So anyway,
I'm
So-
trying to be comfortable. I was gonna lay.
if you want to look, if you guys want to
Do you want a big fluffy pillow?
check this out after the show,
Do you want a fluffy pillow?
it's on Netflix.
I don't want to touch my husband.
That works.
Don't touch me.
It is.
There's a blanket
The show
there
is
if you're
called
cold.
Homicide New York. It's true crime docuseries.
Stop touching me.
No pinching on the couch. The couch already has swallowed Crystal.
I actually did have this.
So,
Stop touching me.
okay, so we're gonna go through a little bit of this.
I'm holding your hand because you're a whore.
What are you doing, physical motor?
Well, then hold my hand over here.
All right, here we go.
Stop digging.
On May 23rd in 1997,
Great, my
Oh,
birthday.
thank you.
the New York PD received a call about a mutilated corpse floating in Central Park Lake in Manhattan.
You can
No.
play with that.
No, because I don't need her to let it go
Oh.
into the.
Oh, please don't
Never
kick me.
mind. Bad idea.
The corpse is identified as Michael McMurrow, a likable 44-year-old real estate agent living with his mother nearby. Leading NYPD homicide detective Rob Mooney arrives at the scene and launches his investigation. Upon examining the body, it is determined that Morrow was brutally stabbed 38 times and disemboweled with a hunting knife. Now, the knife that I seen was only that big, so I guess if that's a hunting knife,
That's not a hunt. That's no fucking hunt.
then I have an assault knife in my pocket.
Ugh.
That means I got a salt knife in my luggage.
I was gonna say the hunting knives we have are machetes. I guess. How would you think?
No, those are on the wall.
Yeah, those are on my wall.
Or if you want all the axes are on the axe wall.
I mean, yeah.
So let's see here. Soon after McMurrow's murder, the NYPD receives a call from a 15-year-old girl named Daphne Abdella, who resides in the affluent Majestic apartment complex in Central Park West. When police arrive at Abdullah's apartment, they notice blood on the floor and a cut above Vasquez's eyebrow. Abdullah claims the blood on the floor comes from a head wound she sustained while rollerblading. Eventually, she tells the police that her boyfriend, Vasquez, murdered McMurrow and she witnessed the crime. Following the confession, Abdullah and Vasquez are both convicted of killing Murrow and giving a jail sentence of 3 to 10 years.
That's it.
Now,
Oh,
they
it
do,
gets-
do I need to have a blanket?
Well, I'll get to that. Okay, here we go. So after Abdullah blamed her boyfriend, NYPD officers found Vasquez at his apartment and arrested him for McMurrow's murder. Despite Vasquez being 15 and appearing as if he was 12 and having clear injuries on his face and hand, he was taken into custody and sent to central booking. Noticing his injuries and youthful appearance, Detective Mooney's suspicions increased, and he was determined to get to the bottom of the case. When detectives learned that it was Abdullah's idea to gut Murrow and to sink his body, she was arrested on May 23rd, 1997.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
My birthday of all days.
That's
So let's see here. Meanwhile, the detectives learned that Vasquez grew up as a Boy Scout and an altar boy.
Oh boy.
Who lived next to a Spanish Harlem church. By all accounts, Vasquez was a good child from an upstanding family, which makes his alleged involvement in McMurrow's murder hard to reconcile. When he's arrested, everyone who knew Vasquez was shocked and couldn't believe that he could or would do such a thing. He was also bullied in school and had a shy, introverted demeanor that made it difficult for him to communicate his involvement.
Why automatically go to 7 Spanish Angels by...
So yeah, this does kind of sound like a Slender Man.
The thing is, why did they ever say why they picked this?
the document
I feel the same
that I was watching. Let me go through here because I can add a little bit more to it. Because I've got another article here.
But I'm like, it just sounds like Slenderman. Just before it was no.
Okay, so following their arrest, Abdullah pleaded guilty to manslaughter in the first degree and entered a plea deal to reduce jail time. He was found not guilty of murder, but guilty of the first degree. Both were sentenced to 3 to 10 years in jail. Despite being given a maximum 10-year jail sentence for the manslaughter, Abdullah and Vasquez were released in 2004 after serving 6 years in prison. The crime series states that Abdullah returned and served the remaining 3 years of her maximum 9-year sentence. She was out on parole and she got into it with somebody at a halfway house.
That's not fucking surprising.
Yeah. Let's see. In October 2004, Abdullah was arrested for misdemeanor aggravated harassment after threatening a former inmate over the telephone, stating, "If you leave your house, I'm going to kill you." 1 month later, her parole conditions were intensified after she broke curfew several times, stipulating that she should remain at home from 7 p.m. to 7 a.m. In 2009, she filed a lawsuit for personal injuries following a car accident she sustained. But anyway, now if this isn't this picture, this is a picture of the girl like today. And if this just doesn't scream, there are 65 genders, I don't know what does.
Everyday Karen.
Just on a side note there. You don't remember them?
No.
Okay.
We'll have to deal with that later.
I'll figure.
All right, so that was the okay. Oh, okay.
It just reminds me of a bigger version of that girl that's used as a meme all the time. Of the girl screaming, "I have rights!"
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, here we go. Now we can get into a little bit of the background on these two. Abdullah is the adopted daughter of Angela Abdullah, a former executive for the CFC International Food Distribution Empire. She was described as having been a troubled child, picking fights at school and drinking excessively since she was 12.
Maybe
Getting
she looks
her-
like she's got a drink in there now.
I know. Getting her expelled from private school in the 8th grade.
Damn, woman.
Vasquez was remembered as a working class altar boy in Spanish Harlem who is diagnosed with agoraphobia when he was 9. He was described in his childhood as shy and having been bullied. Abdullah met McMurrow, a real estate broker, at the Alcoholics Anonymous meeting. So the guy that they killed was a recovering alcoholic.
And if he's agoraphobic, he's scared of he has anxiety going places because he's a fear of not being able to escape, which that could spawn down from it's okay, boy, it's not a sin.
True.
Because I'd be fucking petrified.
True.
I feel like it's a fair fear.
Yeah. Let's see. On May 22nd, 1997, as Abdullah and Vasquez recounted, they, at the age of 15, and McMurrow went to Central Park to drink before the two teens went skinny dipping. Once they went back to the shore, the two argued. McMurrow put an arm around Abdullah to make a pass at her. Now, in the documentary, according to what the girl said,
Now that you don't with your
was
head
she
done,
was
baby girl.
cold, and
No.
the guy just kind of
Tried to warm
Yeah.
her up.
tried to warm her up, and supposedly the boyfriend,
Actually, I'm a little
Vasquez,
bit-
went ape shit and stabbed dude
Around
38
the boot.
times and disemboweled him.
Without losing my slipper would be awesome.
Okay.
So it does sound like a Slender Man thing that this chick, that Abdullah, or whatever the hell her name is,
Abdullah.
yeah,
Abdullah.
Abdullah.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry.
It sounds like you feel better.
A little bit, yeah.
Ah! Fuck.
It sounds like this is like a Slender Man type thing that,
Going around backpacks, trying not to kill anything that's in it.
you know,
Pink brushing to go with the pink shirt. That's a good one.
okay.
You hold it.
For your thoughts.
Let's see here. Once they went back to shore, the two argued. McMurrow put an arm around Abdullah to make a pass at her. They killed him with multiple stab wounds, mutilated his remains so he wouldn't be identified, and sank him into the lake where they just swam, stealing his wallet to burn later. And McMurrow was ultimately identified from a business card still on his person. So Abdullah sent a tip that was meant to be anonymous, but the kids were found at their respective homes when telling injuries and trying to wash McMurrow's blood off themselves in the bathroom. They were arrested when Abdullah was found in possession of McMurrow's wallet and Vasquez had the murder weapon. The teens were found guilty of manslaughter and each one sentenced to 10 years in prison. They were released in 2004, reportedly still residing in New York. Tabloids have got multiple accounts of their lives after prison. Vasquez's father, Gerardo, allegedly fought reports to keep them away from Vasquez, who kept out of the public eye except to stop reporting on the crime decades after the fact. Abdullah was arrested for aggravated harassment of another former inmate which tightened her parole conditions. She sued for punitive damages after a car accident in 2009. It's reported that at least one of them left an apology note on a bench near where McMurrow was murdered. After Abdullah kicked McMurrow to the ground while wearing rollerblades, Vasquez stabbed him dozens of times in his face, neck, and hands.
Hold on. Pause. If they were just swimming, how the fuck she get rollerblades on her way?
She put them on afterwards. I don't know.
That because they went. Even when you're done, you dry off, right? Are you gonna let that anger fester while some dude's holding on to your chick? Ugly chick, but chick regardless?
Does the little peanut want another cookie?
No.
Well, that's them when the murders took place. She still looks butch.
Yeah, she kind of does.
Yeah,
I was gonna ask you which one was which.
she's on the left. That's
Yeah.
Vasquez on the right.
I can figure that part out, but at the same time, you look at it like, and you see that picture now.
Yeah.
Do you see why I asked which one's which?
Mm-hmm. That is her.
Good lord.
But that
oh,
could also be him.
poor guy. What did you see in her?
Sex was probably good.
For a 15-year-old boy, I think sex is good no matter how you get it.
Yeah, but goddamn, they're better than that out there.
Gotta remember, this was 97.
That's true.
Wow.
You gotta remember, 90. I was too young. I was.
Yeah, so that's basically, there wasn't a whole lot on it other than if you watched the,
So he stayed out of trouble and away from people.
Uh-huh.
Which, no offense, Mexicans get in trouble and they want to stay out of trouble. They will stay the fuck out.
Ice baby.
Get out of my head, Derek.
But white girls who think they're top as shit don't know how to stay the fuck out of trouble.
See,
Are you speaking from experience?
I'm gonna throw a punch the fuck out of you. Stop.
You ain't gonna do a goddamn thing.
I knew that shit
Are you
was coming.
speaking from experience, ma'am?
Shut up.
Miss, I'm gonna throw a punch at a cop.
He's 18, leave me alone. He didn't.
so anyway,
You
the
drop charges.
the documentary gets obviously a whole lot more in depth, but you would think there would have been, like, I could have found a news article or something of it, but
Yeah, because
versed at looking shit up as you are on the internet.
are you saying you're old, sir?
Mm-hmm.
Because now I'm questioning. Guy's 44, right? The guy that they was swimming with. If I'm not mistaken, 40-ish.
Well, he was 40-ish, but they didn't go swimming. See, the show had said that Vasquez and Abdullah went down there with a bunch of friends to go drinking, and a cop on a scooter came by and kind of broke them all up. And the only reason McMurrow followed Vasquez and the other one and Abdullah is because they took the beer. And with him being a recovering alcoholic, he still liked to drink. So he followed the beer.
I can see that.
And then they decided the three of them were just going to sit there and finish off the 12-pack or whatever the hell it was, the two kids decided to go swimming, skinny dipping in Central Park in May.
44-year-old, okay, 40-ish-year-old man though.
But 15-year-olds, yeah.
Something throws me off. So that explains why he really didn't have him too much to fight back with. Because if you're chugging this shit, right? You have a higher tolerance than these kids. The kids stop to go swimming, and you're still doubting this? Your body isn't gonna have the strength to push off two teenagers.
Yeah, but they both looked about the size of Nobby. Well, Abdullah looked bigger than Nobby.
But they were tiny.
Yeah.
And that's true. But you're already really impaired.
Well,
but it doesn't say how much he was drinking.
Right.
So if he had one beer, there's no fucking way. He could have easily pushed him off. But no one's saying, again.
But see, again, it's
limited.
It's Abdullah's word versus Vasquez. You know, Abdullah said that they both agreed that both of the articles kind of hint that the guy did throw his arm around her, but one said it was to warm her up. But she thought that, or Vasquez thought that he was
making a pass
at her. Now, if she's got clothes on and you throw your arm around her, I mean, she's 15. It's a little creepy, but I get it.
The whole situation sounds a little creepy.
Oh yeah, I know. I mean, I get
the
it.
whole thing is.
You know what I'm saying? I get it to an extent that, okay, I'm a touchy kind of person.
Not as bad as kids' dad.
Yeah, but you understand when I'm like, she's cold.
Out of habit.
Yeah.
Thing is, even okay, as a mother,
maybe McMurrow was a touchy kind of person. There are people that are like that. And it's not touchy in a sexual way. It's just a, hey, how you doing? Or
and I think that's where we're getting to that cross too, right here. Because if I don't have my man over here because he's being douche, but if I go like this,
you're not close enough, Texas. You're not close.
Yeah,
enough.
that was the point.
I get stuck if I sit here.
I can get you the.
But if I grab your shoulders,
I'm
not making a sexual pass, but
Right.
I'm kind of squeezing it. There. Now, if I reach over and I'm booby,
so much
go
better.
fucking touch away. Go away.
I'm right.
Then I'm kind of way over stepping my bounds for a 40-year-old. Unless, there is a...
all right, you want to touch my boobs? I'm over 40.
You're not her type.
Anyway.
Apparently she likes them young.
Apparently.
You're younger.
Still young.
He's got a point, though. He's still young.
I'm married 1 year older and I'm married 1 year younger. I'm getting the whole spectrum here.
Just saying.
Wow. But the thing is, we don't know how he grabbed her.
Right.
So I feel like there's some context missing. Granted, this is 97. We didn't have fucking cameras everywhere.
She may have misstepped and he was trying to catch her from falling.
We don't know. We don't know. Back then, they had a lot of one pieces, right? Could the one piece itself backfire? We've had straps break. Women know that shit sucks.
Yes, it does, especially when it comes back
and
and hits you in the face.
If a guy tries to go over and grab, trying to be like, hey, look, whatever.
Right.
Because when they say skinny dipping, did she just take off her shirt and her pants, leave her underwear and bra?
Yeah.
They don't
People
clarify.
do that. And they
There's not
stated
enough
skinny
information.
dipping when it's fucking not. It's not skinny dipping, first off. But
No.
so could her bra have snapped? Possibility. There's so much context that just went.
Yeah, I mean it.
Because if the guy was just actually trying to warm her, like I'm gonna use my daughter, like this, I'm not gonna think that's sexual in any way.
No.
I'm warming up my crackhead. Now, if I start reaching towards it, I feel really weird trying to grab my child that way. So sorry, but I tried.
Yeah, I don't know, no, and I understand that. We obviously we will never know exactly what happened.
All we know is he's dead, which makes a lot of sense.
But
you gotta go at some force. 15-year-olds, they don't burn off that much alcohol that fast. They're still young. Your body ain't abused as much as
they might not have, and
that's where it comes to.
it doesn't say how much did they have or how much did the other guy drink.
Because if he was trying to finish off the 12-pack, they might have had one each, and this guy's downing the rest of that 10. We don't know.
Yeah, but there's...
Did they specify it was actually a 12-pack?
No, they just said beer.
God, it could have been a fucking 24-pack. The guy was a wasted as fuck.
Right. Yeah.
Right. I mean, they just said
kit.
they said they went drinking, and that according to what they said on the show, that he followed the two of them because they took the beer or they took the alcohol.
And to be honest, most people would.
Hell yeah, I'd follow the alcohol too. It's free.
If I didn't have to pay, fuck you.
Well, I mean, he probably bought it for the kids, or they might have had it, but it said they were with a bunch of people, so it wasn't just the three of them.
It might have been he knew this person, and they can't. Yeah.
Yeah.
Start getting too many variables to. Because if he was at home with mommy and daddy, he could have possibly bought it.
This is true.
They were how old?
15.
When it happened, they were 15.
Wasn't legal yet. It wasn't.
They
It's
weren't
definitely
even
legal.
remotely.
Which,
No,
I mean,
according to
in West Bend, we had a homeless guy who he lived over by the schools. You knew where to find him. You give him the $20, he'd get you a Mad Dog. Fuck you, I never drink that shit in my life again. But you get Mad Dog, and you give him $5. He'll get it. That's how he made it day to day. And that's how we got drunk day to day. I didn't drink. Okay, I couldn't do it. But you know how to get to point A to point B. To point
yeah,
C.
you always know how to get.
When you're young, you know what to do. You know who to get it from.
I had my suppliers when I was in high school. I'm not gonna lie. My mom knew I started drinking at 16, but
I could just steal my parents. It didn't matter.
I never went anywhere. I never went out and drank and drove. I always stayed. My mom always knew I was going to be at so and so's house, and we weren't going anywhere.
Your mom had faith in you. That's what that shit was.
your mom trusted you. I didn't have that luxury.
Yeah, I know.
Of course, 15, my mom's friend wasn't always there either.
If it made you feel any better, I wasn't trusted either because of my sister. I was grounded a lot, and I didn't have to do shit. I just had to be there.
It was in my rebelling phase.
So that's when to this day, my dad doesn't know I stole his truck.
They
I have a license.
They don't listen or watch this, I hope.
No. But I stole his truck, his gray truck. Took it out to one of my guy best friends' farm. We had a bonfire. I'm like, fuck, I gotta get home. I knew how to turn off the lights. They were automatically on. Cannot confirm nor deny I did leave Derek with my pad without telling him.
Shut it down 3 blocks before the house, coast into the
I
driveway.
lived on a hill, so it fucking worked out perfectly.
Chloroform the dog as you walk in.
Oh, my dog was so old, he didn't bark. He didn't like to bark. Thank fucking God.
Triangle.
Yeah, I mean,
Triangle? Good job.
there's so much that,
Love you, Dad. If you ever
you know,
do
what
see
I
this,
can
I'm
what I
just
can
so
find.
sorry.
Like I said, I couldn't find any actual articles about it. I could only find a couple synopsis of the show.
Yeah, and sometimes it's actually really hard to find articles when it revolves underage kids.
Exactly.
Because they want to bury that as fast as possible. Teenagers are
Do you like healthcare?
the hardest ones to get information, so you gotta
I'm
piece it
looking at it.
together.
Give me
Like-
a minute. Impatient one. Cookie.
That
Anybody else
George-
want one? As long as I got it open.
the Georgia story about that kid getting rolled into a mat.
Mm-hmm.
Texas.
Yeah.
You want another one?
See, back when we did
No,
the
no.
article,
He's in La La Land.
some of the stories made sense. Now you go back to it, the story is changing. And that's what sucks. And we will never know what's
No.
really happening because they're trying to bury that story,
Well, yeah, because
which is so fucking wrong. But if you bury the story, it's hard. You have to piece together what you can find. And when you're doing articles from that far ago, unless you're like Jeffrey Dahmer, BTK,
yeah.
Green River Killer, I think that was,
Mm-hmm.
or the Golden State Killer, from that time period, it's going to be a bitch to find. They're going to change the wording because different perspectives. You've got different time frames. Oh, because someone's saying this, or someone's saying that. Because like again with that Georgia story that I did, literally the bus was set to leave at like 2:30 or roughly in that area to take the kids to a wrestling or basketball tournament, something like that. Well, if you read the newer articles, it's from 3 to 5. They're changing the hours. And it's like, that's not how that works. That's not what that is. And now everyone who read it originally, they're like, oh, this is what happened. You guys just lied. No, it's not us lying. Y'all are changing the fucking story.
Yeah.
Because it's not fitting your narrative. It's not fitting, oh, they were kids. Something happened. It doesn't fucking matter.
Oh, we ain't gonna talk about changing narrative.
That I'll talk about when we get into a venting situation. Because you had your vent session.
You don't say.
I mean, you're really good.
Damn.
No. Yeah.
Chew, swallow, breathe. Not in that order.
Please don't jump.
This is what I
I'm
do.
excited.
So, eventually we're going to have Janelle have a venting session. We're going to have Paul have a venting session to see what pisses us all off the most. And we all, as I stated before, we have to try and be on the opposite side of each other. It was really hard to stop because I gotta try and be opposite.
I know, I did get a good one.
Yeah,
though.
you did.
You did. Which was more of a joke than a fucking serious thing. I was just like, well, fuck.
But the thing is that's the whole point of our venting session. Because
And
we all have different opinions. And that's why we're here,
Mm-hmm.
adulting.
And the more that's I'm hearing, the more I'm just laughing my ass off with everything that's going on and the meltdowns and
Which one's on now? I've stopped paying attention.
there's a lot going on.
Oh,
See, this is what happens when you just say fuck it and you just turn off. I literally watch videos. If it's not on a video, I don't give a fuck anymore.
Yeah, I don't have live TV anymore, so
I ain't paying for that because then every 4
There's always YouTube.
years I gotta sit there and watch every other freaking commercial for a president. And I don't give that. A, I'm not gonna vote for. B, I don't give a
I'm
fuck for.
walking.
Oh, man, that's cool.
Get it.
but no, I mean,
Pointless.
yeah, we venting sessions are good. A little mental masturbation every now and then.
Stop.
Well, that's pretty much what it is. It
Aromatherapy. Yep.
helps clear our minds.
Definitely not a Roman hair.
Decompress.
Because
Watch
we're gonna
me
have
giggle like
venting
a
session
schoolgirl.
about certain things that we hate. A, you can't mention jobs. Some of us do like our jobs.
You do, but you don't. And that's a nicer way of putting it.
Yeah.
Well,
I mean, since my job seemed to be in the news a few weeks ago,
I didn't even pay attention, so
only reason why I know about it is because it got passed down to all of us within 2 days. No one knew. We knew something got leaked out. Then everyone tried to pull together to figure out what the hell was going on. And then it was the CEO said something. And I'm like, you fucking prick. Nothing against him. I see what he was doing. It wasn't bad. But, like, the timing was all wrong.
one of them.
Like, okay, you didn't tell anyone you just said that. But a news article drops that before we know about it? Thanks for the warning, guy. But, like, whatever. It don't bother me anymore. It really don't. Because, honestly, it's not a bad thought process. But here's the problem. And if he ever hears it, cool. Good for you. But this is a fucking problem. In particular building, it's not big enough for all of that you just pulled. But you have people coming back, and now all of these spots are filling up. And you want to add 8 more teams in there? There's no fucking way. We have 0 room for this bullshit. I see his plan. It was a good idea, but he should have thought and went through all of his locations. Realized, the new building that we just built, good idea. This building in this location, good idea. This newer building, okay, we have room. This building, the ugly redheaded stepchild, ain't no one seen in years.
Which is where you work.
Yep. Is falling apart. There's little room, but we want to do all this shit. Maybe we should not do what I just said we should do. It's a fucking idea. Maybe I should decide, instead of building a new location in another country, maybe I should redo this. Sorry. Because we don't own this building. Surprise! We own all the other ones. They're not ours.
No clue.
Can't really say too much.
Drop off. You taking pictures with a phone, child?
She's playing with Snapchat, yeah.
She's being goofy.
That's what she does. Because
She's your kid.
She's right now in Paw Patrol. Playing on Paw Patrol in Snapchat. They have different filters in Snapchat. Typically, she is on Minecraft.
We need to get her a small beanbag chair.
Wow.
Yeah, exactly.
So now she's walking towards Dad. They don't understand.
And you wonder why your phone's full of shit and doesn't work right.
It works just fine. It's just the full of shit part is probably not. Because you know how she's redone my wedding photos.
And now she's
She has
into
red
your
finger-
pictures.
Red paint on them.
She's enhancing.
Well, if you wouldn't let her play with the phone, you wouldn't have that issue.
Hey, I'm mine.
I like to keep her quiet, happy, and entertained. Because otherwise she gets my nerves.
She's preoccupied. She's not in trouble. So.
Yeah. And I have those other pictures everywhere else. So.
The other photographs in a locked folder that she cannot access yet.
No. It's on a drive with me and Paul's picture on it. Literally, my photographer, pick it up. Pick up the switch. Because you keep trying to step on it. She actually got it engraved with our pictures on it.
Oh, cool.
I like her. You ain't giving it to me. You know who to give it to when we're here.
I'm over here. Here, hold that.
But, yeah. Eventually, we'll just have...
Anybody else need anything to fill liquid as long as I'm getting up?
No.
You got enough liquid?
I don't know,
Yeah.
ask this one, because he's
You
not
want
listening.
ice?
No, I'm good. I'm good.
No, because I'm deleting all the snaps that your kid decided to take.
All the tricycle motor stuff. We'll go with that. What are you doing? You want to help?
This reminds me of the AMF night.
Nobody want to help?
You haven't drank like that in a while.
Nobody.
Been over a year.
Eventually, they'll give you the all clear to drink again.
Want the milk from me, please?
And I'm going to watch you.
Carefully. Maybe.
One shot, 2 shot, 3 shot floor.
Good girl.
Probably.
And be like, all right, so how do we get Kelly up the stairs?
You come here.
Leave him.
Oh,
Leave him on the floor where he lays. He'll be fine.
We'll grab a pillow and be like, FBI.
Yeah, pretty much.
When he goes down, he's down.
Throw a blanket on him. He'll be fine.
Exactly.
I went
I'll feed you in
years
a minute.
ago. I went with my then girlfriend. We went out down to Fox River Grove, Illinois, to go hang out with my old drinking buddy. We went down there for the weekend, and we had a fire out in his backyard like we used to.
I burned the
And it was just 3 of us.
Just a minute.
And me and my buddy got so fucked up. And my girlfriend was like freaked out because my buddy lived down the river. And I was so inebriated that I couldn't walk straight. She was worried about me falling in the river. She was worried about me falling in the fire because I'm throwing wood on the fire. And my buddy looks at her and is like, he'll be fine. If he hits the ground, we pull him about 3 feet back from the fire. He'll be fine.
Funny thing is, my dad was pretty inebriated at a
Yay!
family bonfire. Well, dumbass thought he was fast enough away from gasoline and fire. And he ended up burning his hair off here and his eyebrow. It was so fucking...
I've never gotten seriously hurt.
He only only lost hair.
I haven't even lost hair.
It was pretty funny though. Because like it was like this was like gone. Half of this is gone. It was great. He never burned himself. His hair was just.
There's a picture somewhere out there. It was the middle of January, and my buddy lived on the river, and we had fires on the side of the river.
Yeah, can you put some of the toys away?
The river patrol used to come up to the dock and shoot the shit with us.
Okay.
We'd be drinking, and the sheriff's boat would pull up, and hey, how you guys doing? You know, we're just having a blast. But we had 3.5 feet of snow in his backyard, and the river was frozen. We went out there one January, and we had a bonfire. It was cold as shit. We didn't care. We had all the snow melted in his yard. We had the river melted 12 feet off of the bank. And we're running around in shorts. And his satellite dish on the other side of the yard was glowing red. Not from the light, but from the heat from the bonfire. His fire pit was 6 foot wide, 6 foot deep, and 6 foot long. And every Saturday morning, or every Friday night before we had another fire, we had to unbury the damn thing. We had to empty it out.
A lot of ashes.
We're talking pallets and spools.
I'm looking at those.
We've had the fire department. We had the fire department called on us more than once because people seen the flame from 5 Mile Bridge. They thought a house was on fire. So it got to the point where we'd have to call the fire department and say, "Hey, we're having a fire." So they wouldn't have to keep showing up to the house because somebody called it in from 5 Mile Bridge.
Yeah.
Yeah. When you can see flames from 5 miles away above the treetops,
I could see why I would.
people freak.
I would. Yeah, just a wee bit.
We were safe. I mean, shit, we had the river right there.
Oh my god. Doesn't mean if it goes up and the house goes up in flames.
We had a garden hose.
Okay.
The lake is not gonna help you. That was the point.
We had buckets.
Oh my god.
We were safe.
God.
But there's a picture of me somewhere in the middle of winter, standing in a pair of shorts, a bottle of Jack in this hand, a cigarette in this hand, and I'm doing this in front of the fire. And you can see snow on the house. And I'm out in a pair of shorts going like this in front of the fire. Well, it was on the front of the house, but because the back of the house, everything was fucking melted.
I mean, well, yeah. Which might, you know.
I mean, we had steam coming off the ground. It was fucking freaky.
But guess what? I don't have to worry about snow shoveling in the morning. It's on fire.
Yeah, pretty much. That's. And the thing is his mom and dad would be out there on the deck with us.
Now.
Sure, I'll do it too. I don't have that luxury.
I mean, I wouldn't go anywhere. I did get drunk and pass out.
You could be sleeping in the snow.
There was no snow. But I woke up the next morning in a puddle because everything was
Melted.
Yeah, pretty much. But it was still warm in the backyard when we woke up. Because the satellite dish was still throwing heat. His dad was pissed. We warped that satellite dish that night.
I wouldn't be surprised. And then they gotta come out and they realize it's warped because of that. Oh, God.
They were out there with us.
I wasn't talking about the person, not him. I'm talking about the freaking technician. Fuck you, I'd be pissed too. Like, bitches.
One of the old satellite dishes, the old metal one, the solid ones.
The huge
Uh-huh.
out of the,
Well,
not the small itty bitty ones that they have now.
yeah, the little plastic ones. No, these were the big
Yay!
8 foot by 8 foot solid metal. That worked well.
I'm shooting with my foot. Gotta put the toys away to find it.
So,
Yeah.
but yeah, we can do it.
Yeah.
We'll do a bitch session again. That was kind of fun.
You had your bitch session. You're down for now. You're down and out for the count. At least for now.
Yes,
Master.
yes,
Toby, you'd be a good boy, master.
So you will be next then.
Joyous.
And then we'll let, I don't know, those two can fight it out for who goes after that.
Oh, God.
I'm pretty sure Paul would just have to hit her in the knee and it's down up for the count.
Should have been fun.
Okay. So, shall we wrap then? Because that's,
See?
I don't have a
I'm a
whole lot.
light chick. I don't rap. I'm cracker as a gitch.
Eminem is as white as hell too, and he's still raps.
He's also old.
He's also autistic, did you know that?
Yeah, Ashburger's, isn't it?
Asperger's.
Ashburger's.
Worst part is you never really noticed it.
No.
And the thing is, Asperger's is one of the harder ones to tell anyway.
Mm-hmm.
Which when you talk to him about certain subjects,
And they close right up.
and then it flares. It's crazy. The thing is, no one
I
knows.
got a second cousin on my mom's side that has it. Graduated from high school not long ago.
See, if we work with her, she could get down to that level. Which is why we have all these different things on her.
Right. And you'll get her there. She's already making huge strides, I've noticed.
She's getting talking a lot more clearer too.
Oh, yeah.
She's got to learn not to shove whole hot dogs in her mouth, but
There's a whole nother ball field there.
just like Mama Wiener Trap.
Oh, Jesus.
Mm-hmm.
Just saying.
Yes.
As long as I don't find Wiener on my couch.
You don't want Wiener on your couch?
I got nothing for that one.
No, her back is out right now, so
Not out, it's just really tender in one spot.
so basically no nookie for me.
I had a 15 and a 22 gauge needle in my back, yeah. And I was wide awake.
Yeah, minor details.
So.
So anyway, I think we'll wrap it up for the night. We will be back next week from Studio A
With the doggos
with the doggos.
and the snack.
So yeah, has Snack shed yet?
No.
I need Snack skin.
As soon as I get snacks, then you can have snacks.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, I need Snack skin.
He needs to feed the pods.
Yeah,
They're multiplying rapidly.
they're fucking like rabbits. What? They're cool as shit.
For a bug.
I mean,
Yeah, for a bug.
and then we have a rabbit. You can have the rabbit.
I don't want a rabbit.
He, the thick boy.
I don't want a rabbit.
Rabbit is bigger than your
Ooh,
cat.
rabbit.
That's not saying much.
Self-sufficient.
I've got a squirrel out in my yard that's bigger than my cat.
Everything's bigger than the cat, and the cat's scared of it.
The rabbit's just fat.
I didn't know you guys had a wabbit.
He has his
It's a
own.
Westerly rabbit.
It's out on the deck.
Apparently, I missed the rabbit.
Yeah, there's a back porch. When you go up, so you know how we have at our house, we have the stairs that go up like this on the driveway, right?
Yeah.
He's right over here.
Oh. He stays out year round?
Yeah, we put his face in there, and he's fine.
You think you know somebody.
He enjoys his time. If he likes you, he'll let you eat out of his hand. Out of your hand.
If he likes you, he'll let you eat out of his hand.
Vice
Other way around.
versa.
If he likes you, he'll eat out of your hands.
If you don't, he'll just me.
He trusts me enough to pick him up, but I'm semi-allergic to this. Not semi. I am allergic to this goddamn rabbit. Love him, adorable. But if I don't, I have to wash my hands, and I'm fine. So I'm good. Otherwise, I do break out in hives. I mean, that's what a great, isn't it? But he'll let me pick him up. Won't let him pick him up or anybody else. But I'm trying to he trusts me, so now I'm trying to, hey, look, there's another human that you can trust, and I keep pushing Paul to do it.
And now going.
And Paul don't like the rabbit because it keeps him up at night.
Half and heifer stew.
That motherfucker will stomp in the middle of the
Super.
fucking night. And I shit you not, it'll.
Thumper.
That's why Paul goes.
That's his fucking name.
And if he's pissed off enough, he'll throw his bowl.
Oh, yeah, that's normal.
And it's always we have the aluminum bowl. So
Oh, God, yeah.
So it's ting ting. I'm like, well,
Dinner's done.
You know when he's done.
That motherfucker will wake me up out of a dead sleep, hearing that thumb.
I'd bring him down one time, and he'd be like, "It's not a rabbit. That's a fucking cat. You're a big ass rabbit. He's got to be at least 15 pounds.
Wow.
Don't you think so? That fat fucker?
Oh, big cute.
But is he all fur?
No, that's fat.
Cool.
Keep him good and fat in case you need him.
Right on the fucking neck, just done.
No,
Defur him and you got dinner.
Yep.
there's not much fur to that rabbit.
Have stew.
My dad knows how to make rabbit stew. I don't want to make rabbit stew.
I know how to make rabbit stew.
I'm not making rabbit stew. I know how to make duck.
Yeah, I know you know how to make a duck.
Your stomach didn't complain at all that day. Your ass did later.
Yeah, right before we left. And I almost didn't make it.
But you weren't bitching as you were eating it now, were you?
No, because I didn't expect it to reverse my ass like that.
Hey,
Yeah, the
can't
first
complain
time
you're
it
back
usually
up
does.
there.
It's just, whoa, whoa.
It's kind of like the first time that somebody eats something that I've smoked. If they've never had smoked food before,
Or I
Yeah.
don't trust.
it kind of, yeah, I can.
100% your body's like, what is this? And then it's like, oh, back check. Oh, shit. Oh, shit.
Yeah, pretty much.
Clear the
It tastes
bathroom.
good, but your body regrets later. Second time you have it won't be special. Because his mom loves my duck.
And I eat that.
I'm starting to think that maybe we shouldn't have thrown away the old ass blaster and bring it over there for next time we have duck. Hook that fucker up real quick.
You like sit there. Oh, okay.
So, all right. Well, we are out of here. Have a great night, everybody. We'll see you next week. We're gone.
garbage. The bear. Can you put the toys back in the box?
No.
Yes.
That's it for this week's episode. We hope you're good and drunk.
Good
Stay
job.
safe out there, people. Till next week, this is Whiskey, Wine, and True Crime. Good night, fuckers.
All right. And
Do some more research.
off of that one,
Find
and
some more stuff.
little bit, and